Have you ever wondered why some people manage to accumulate wealth while others continue to struggle with endless debts and expenses? Why didn't you learn about money in school? What you were never taught about money throughout your life will be revealed in this brief video. Prepare yourself for an eye-opening journey where we will uncover secrets about how money works that go beyond just saving. We will explore the world of personal finance, entrepreneurship, and much more. Are you ready to transform the way you think about money? Then stay tuned, because this is a conversation you won't want to miss. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to see new content like this. Oh, you know the legendary boxer Mike Tyson? He was one of the greatest boxers of all time, earning millions of dollars throughout his career. It's estimated that he made over $300 million, but in 2003, he declared bankruptcy with a debt of $30 million. This leads us to question, why do many of us have an insatiable desire to obtain large sums of money? After all, it seems that the real challenge lies in how we manage this wealth. Here is a valuable lesson. Money does not tolerate carelessness. It can be an excellent servant, but a terrible master. Master it, or it will end up mastering you. Currently, Brazilians face the highest credit card debt in history. If we don't learn to deal with this, debt becomes an invisible burden, especially for the most vulnerable. Although this is not everyone's reality, think for a moment about your own relationship with money and how it manifests in your life. What is money to you? When you receive an amount, how long does it stay in your hands? Probably, the money leaves quickly, doesn't it? This can put you in a vulnerable position, bringing you closer to get-rich-quick schemes. At this point, you will see the advertisement of some guru promising instant wealth if you buy their course. My entire channel is dedicated to addressing these topics in various ways, but I realize that our perceptions of money can be more crucial than our ability to earn it, especially when our minds are wired in a way that prevents us from achieving financial freedom. Does it really matter if you're earning over 6 figures a year? If by the end of the year you have nothing left in your account, where does that make sense? It's time to solve this mystery and, moreover, explore a better way to understand money. The truth is, we've been taught to earn money and spend it immediately. The right approach should be to earn money, invest a significant portion, save some, and only then spend. Now think, what is money, or rather, what does it represent? When you make a purchase online, when you get paid for your time working a job, what is the meaning of money in these transactions? Money is generally defined as a medium of exchange, a tool that facilitates the sale, purchase, or trade of goods between parties. But this definition doesn't reveal what money truly represents. I believe the best way to understand money is to see it as an expression of value. You hand over a certain amount of money to buy something because you believe its value is equivalent to the money you're spending. Of course, the price is often determined not by you, but by the market as a whole. Nevertheless, focus on this point. Money equals value. Why is this so important? Because we often assign a moral meaning to money. A quote you've probably heard is that money is the root of all evil. We look at someone with great wealth and think they got lucky or were dishonest, that someone had to lose for them to win. But have you ever considered that this person created value to earn that money? Understanding that to earn a lot of money, you have to generate a lot of value is key to realizing that money isn't inherently evil and doesn't make a person bad. Sure, there are scammers who convince you that what they're selling is worthwhile, but that speaks more about the person than the money. Money simply broadens your options and horizons. The choices you make with that money are closely tied to your own moral dispositions. So, money is an expression of value. It merely amplifies who a person already is. If someone becomes arrogant with money, it's because they were always that way, but never had the opportunity to show it before. If a person is humble without money, with money in their pocket, they will become even more humble because money only amplifies what a person already is. How does this change the reality of someone living paycheck to paycheck or consumed by credit card debt? Simply saying that money equals value doesn't change anything. I can help you see money differently, but how much of that is practical advice? To answer that question, I need to ask you another. What is your relationship with money? Money naturally flows into and out of your life. This dynamic is often reflected in your income and expenses. A practical way to visualize this relationship, which I particularly appreciate, is to compare your production with your consumption. Generally, money enters your life as a result of creating some form of value, which often comes from work or a job. Conversely, money exits when you make purchases or incur expenses, such as subscription services, acquiring goods, traveling, and so on. In many ways, an individual's net worth can be seen as an indicator of this relationship between consumption and production. Take a moment to reflect. Consider all the money that has come into and gone out of your life. How much of that value do you still have in hand or invested in assets? Do you think this relationship is out of balance or needs adjustment? It's likely that both are true, but for most of us, the major challenge lies in consumption. Studies show that 98% of Brazilian workers end up spending their entire salary. Additionally, among those earning 100,000 reais or more per year, 1 in 10 also spends their entire income. One might argue that someone with a six-figure salary could still desire to earn more, but if you receive a substantial amount, above the average, and still manage to spend it all, it's clear that your relationship with consumption needs to be addressed before increasing your income. Examples of wealthy celebrities who have faced bankruptcy show that earning a lot of money doesn't ensure financial stability if there are issues with consumption. The relentless pursuit of material goods and pleasures can become self-destructive. Working hard doesn't guarantee wealth. You need to work smart and create real value. Instead of selling your time, consider selling a product, as while your time is limited, the number of products you can sell is potentially infinite. Does this start to make sense? The true rat race is living constantly on the edge of financial collapse, with the feeling that money disappears as soon as it comes in. The more responsibilities you have, the more dangerous this situation becomes. Losing a job, an unexpected health issue, or any unforeseen circumstance can lead to a financial crisis. The first step to organizing your finances is to understand your relationship with money. This usually begins with tracking your monthly expenses. Record everything, from rent and transportation to food, clothing, and entertainment. This process is crucial for understanding your behavior as a consumer, though it can be challenging in behavioral finance. This resistance is often referred to as the ostrich effect, which is our tendency to avoid negative financial information. It's that uneasy feeling you get when you avoid checking your bank account after a night of indulgence, dreading what it might reveal. Yet, after this moment of hesitation, it's crucial to take control of your behavior as a consumer. This usually involves setting up a budget, deciding how much you plan to spend in each category each month, and sticking to it. It's about systematically tracking your spending and finding ways to minimize it, ultimately aiming to live below your means. In other words, maintaining a lifestyle that still allows you to save and invest, ensuring you have money left over. Additionally, it's important to note that before you start investing, a common financial practice is to keep an emergency fund, an amount set aside for unexpected situations. Ideally, this fund should cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. But why is living below your means so crucial? Why would anyone choose to live a lifestyle they can't afford? I could make an entire video on our cognitive biases. The ostrich effect is just one of many that can affect your financial situation. There's a tendency to favor immediate rewards over larger, future gains. You might choose to buy a new pair of shoes instead of saving that money for a future investment. Often, these shoes are bought more to impress people you don't even know well than out of actual need. When people around you are making purchases, you might feel compelled to do the same, just to avoid feeling left behind. If a neighbor buys a new car, you might feel the need to buy one too. If they buy expensive clothes, you might want to follow suit. This often happens due to social pressure to keep up with others. In today's world, these influences come not just from literal neighbors but from a much broader circle. We are all susceptible to the desire for social approval and genuinely care about what others think of us. Often, we measure our self-worth by the number of likes and approvals we get on social media. To be clear, I'm not suggesting that buying luxury items or expensive products is inherently bad, nor am I saying that consumption is a negative practice. The goal here is to highlight the importance of understanding your behavior as a consumer and being mindful of your financial choices. Do you care more about appearing wealthy or actually being wealthy? Beware of the trap of pretending to be rich, as it can lead to genuine financial trouble. The rat race isn't just about working a 9-to-5 job. It's a lifelong pursuit of material possessions or a high paycheck, where your larger life goals and ambitions are sidelined to maintain this lifestyle. Do you want to escape this race? It's exciting to talk about making money or dreaming of accumulating great wealth. But what's the point if your relationship with money as a consumer means losing everything or working non-stop to fund this lifestyle? That's the real rat race. With that in mind, let's delve into how to actually make money. We'll explore the stock market and opportunities to earn income. Personal finance and investment channels like Primo Rico and Me Poop are excellent for learning how to invest your money. However, one area I wish they would cover more is the ability to generate income. And I understand why they might not focus on this. It's generally easier to reduce your expenses and consume less than to increase your income when addressing a mass audience. Offering advice that works for most people is usually the practical choice. A popular strategy is to live extremely frugally, save every penny, and invest as early as possible with the goal of retiring as soon as possible. Minimalists often share a similar viewpoint, though it's more rooted in philosophical stances on the world and materialism. The most impactful way to increase your value is to identify a market problem, create a solution for that problem, and sell that solution on a large scale. This is the entrepreneurial path, where a successful company can generate significant value for society, leading to exponential growth in productive capacity compared to a standard job. However, this isn't a path everyone can or should follow. It's about reflecting on your own abilities and determining if entrepreneurship is the right direction for you. That said, to increase your income, don't rely solely on your salary. Seek out ways to establish a secondary source of income. This is one of the reasons I chose to create videos on YouTube. It's a platform to generate content, in my case, videos with a stoic approach, and now I can focus on this full-time and build a business around it. Producing content means offering value to the market in some way. I used my skills in acting, storytelling, and video editing to create content that I hope is both entertaining and educational. Fortunately, the market has responded positively. Your method of production might differ, such as developing an app or software that solves a problem you believe the market would pay for. For most people, a traditional 9-to-5 job will be their primary means of production. However, this doesn't mean your ability to create value should stop there. Understanding yourself as a producer involves finding ways to add value to the market. If you can produce value on a large scale, it means you can earn money on a large scale. Luckily, the internet has provided many opportunities for us to create something and bring it to market. Whether the market truly wants what you've produced can only be determined after you launch it. To summarize, it's important first to become aware of your role as a consumer, understanding what you buy and why you buy it, tracking your spending, and then setting a budget to manage and control your consumption. Production then becomes about maximizing the amount of value you can provide to society through work, a business, or another form of creation. This framework has been incredibly helpful to me, and I'm sure it has benefited many others interested in making money. Before you leave this video, I want to express my gratitude for watching until the end. Your presence here shows that I've somehow managed to offer you value. So, don't forget to click the like button. If you want to see more videos about finance, money, entrepreneurship, and business, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I also recommend that you read 2 books as soon as you can, The Millionaire Mind and Rich Dad Poor Dad. These books will expand your perspective on money. Lastly, I hope you have an excellent day, and don't leave just yet. watch another video from our channel. We have great content that I'm sure you'll enjoy. This is the Becoming Rich channel. See you next time.